for violence against us. But I think that one thing that has to be addressed, those that are devout, faithful followers of Islam, of Muhammad, they've been trying to kill the rest of us for 1,400 years.
Yep.
They don't need any new reasons for violence. We have to look at our society today. We live in a society that says it's okay to murder babies. It's okay if you're homosexual to have rights. We live in a society that says that same-sex marriage is okay. I would say that our society, and it's a liberal agenda that's guilty for promoting this violence.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's what we've been teaching in school. It's what we've been allowing to be on our televisions, I guess. You're right. We've crafted this world, and we're responsible for it. And it's a shame. I mean, I even look at my own kids, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not as tough on my kids as my dad was on me. I try to be, but I'm not. And I'm sure the school system, I always check my kids' schoolwork and ask them what was going on in school, because I hear stories. So far, my kid has not come home with any horror story, but I hear tons of horror stories from other parents whose kids are being given this liberal progressive agenda at their schools. And I'm like, man, I would be in that teacher's office and just screaming bloody murder. If I get one guy, his daughter comes home and is always talking about how bad Donald Trump is and how good Hillary is. And I'm like, that I would not put up with coming from the school. That's not the school's place. You want to give a little equal time to both, that's fine, but don't be pushing the agenda of a Hillary Clinton or a Democratic progressive agenda at the school system. We've had enough of that. That's why the country is in such bad shape as it is.
Well, one thing I look at is the fact that there again, now I understand that the Muslims, there again, this goes back for 1,400 years. They want to exterminate anyone that's not a Muslim, but our liberal society, our what we see promoted by the Democrats and the liberals in our world, that's not helping anything.
No, it's not. We need to be tough. We need to be strong. We need to be common sense driven. And I don't think that is what we promote in this society. We're so politically correct and so afraid of offending anybody that we're committing cultural suicide. And it's worse than that, because it's going to be really suicide if we keep allowing things to happen here like it's happening in Germany and in Western Europe.
Well, I talked to a family member of mine, a female, and she told me the advice that she's given her little daughters. She told me that if you are in the restroom and you come across a male, without thinking, you kick them in the cojones. She said that she said you have to realize the fact that a normal man is not going to use the female restroom.
Yeah, and Target's already seeing the backlash of that, and we've already seen 2 or 3 stories come out about these perverts who are using the excuse that they don't feel like a man and they should be able to use the woman's restroom, going into the woman's restroom. And God forbid, I'll lay odds at Target, if an employee sees a man going into the woman's restroom, he's probably not allowed to say anything, right?
Well, from what I hear, yeah. Target, which I think has made a big mistake, is signed with the perverts. That Target thinks it's okay for a man to go and use the woman's restroom. And, well, when I look at this, and from what my relative has said to me, women should not look at this peacefully. They should not sit down and take this as something that they're allowed to go along with. Perverts are the ones that are going to use the women's restroom, not normal men. And so women, this is self-defense. So if women walk into the restroom, they see a guy, kick him in the cojones, scream, hey, he's come after me, he's threatened me.
Yeah, or at least get out and then go tell the manager and say, you know what, until you fix this problem, I'm not shopping here anymore. I think that's what we all need to do. So I think a boycott in this instance is right. I would not let my daughter go into a bathroom at Target. I haven't shopped there in a long time anyways, but I certainly wouldn't let my daughter go into a Target, or I'd be sitting right outside the door waiting for her, listening.
Well, it's not only Target. Now, I know of a restaurant in the Westland community. I'm friends with the owner, and they had a man come in just recently in the restroom. A woman customer came out of the stall, and as she came out, so did a guy. And so this is not just Target. This is affecting other businesses as well. And it's because the Obama administration, what they've done is they've told businesses, we will defend the pervert. So a pervert can go into a restaurant, or a pervert can go into another business, use the woman's restroom, and sue that business, and probably win.
Yeah, well, that's the transformation of America. That's what he's done. He kept one promise. He's transformed us, Ken. Well, great. Let me let you go, Ken. I've got another call I got to get in here. I appreciate the call.
You take care.
All right, you too. Let's take a call from Jenny, who's been waiting patiently. Jenny, welcome to the show.
Hey, Gary, your show was great last week, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
And also, I haven't listened to Mark Levin in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I can understand why.
Yeah, because he's being a baby. He doesn't understand. And I haven't listened to Glenn Beck in a long time, but I've heard how crazy he's getting. My point is, all right, I was a cruise person for a while anyway, until he got kind of nuts. But anyhow, you know what? We have to keep on going. And we need to vote for Trump because, he may not be the perfect person, but doggone it, he's better than anything else we got.
Yeah, it's exactly, Jenny. If I had to vote for Cruz ahead he won, or if he still comes out, and that's why I would tell people, Donald Trump doesn't have his 1237 yet, so people in Oregon did their voting, but California, I think, is June 7th. We've got to get people out and finish this, and let's just get on it. And I'm aggravated with Paul Ryan not stepping up. I'm aggravated with any of the candidates who are no longer supporting Donald Trump, because you know what?
Oh, me
you guys
too.
know what is best for America, and that's it. This is what we got. You may not like him. He may not be as conservative as you want. You may think he's a liar, but you know what? You know for a fact Hillary Clinton is a liar. So I'll take the guy who may or may not be a liar versus a woman who I know is a criminal and a liar. 100% certainty that...
Amen. These people that are never Trumpers, they're not... Somebody else said this. I'm going to say it. They're not thinking about the country. They're thinking about themselves and that they didn't get their way.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know what? Put your pride back into your wallet behind your $5 bill, because that's where it belongs. You know what I mean?
Go. Okay.
Get your pride and put it away and vote Trump. Well, I'm glad we're on the same page there, Jenny.
Well, we were never on the wrong opposite page. No way, because third party isn't going to get it, folks.
Yeah. The only way I would have done a third party is if shenanigans had gone on and Bernie had started his fourth party, and that could still happen as well. I feel bad for the Democrats, because you know what? Those of you who support Bernie Sanders, I understand why you support him. I don't agree with you, but you know what? I believe Bernie is an honest, ignorant socialist. You know what I mean? I think he honestly believes in what he believes, but I don't believe he's a lying, conniving SOB. I think he's just an ignorant dreamer. You know what I mean? He thinks that socialism will work, and we all know that it won't.
No, that's right. But at least he's honest.
Yeah.
And that's the only good thing about it. But anyway, you got to look out for what they don't say.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks, Jenny. I appreciate the phone call.
All
right. Take care. Derek, do we have enough time to get Ed on or no? How much time we got? No, we don't. Ed, you're going to have to hang on the line until after the break. I didn't want to even get into the Trump thing, but we were going to talk about some of the endorsements that Trump did pick up this week, and we will pick that up at the end of the break. So we'll see you on the other side.
Wham! Talk 1600.
Hey, my blood brothers of freedom. This is Ted Nugent.
Southeast Michigan's conservative powerhouse.
God bless Ann Arbor and Wham Radio. I started doing interviews on Wham Radio around 1966. I celebrate and promote the God-given individual right as guaranteed in the U.S. Constitution and Bill of Rights for us to defend ourselves, to keep and bear arms. And just to make sure everyone understands what we the people understand, keep can only mean one thing. That's it's mine and you can't have it.
Wham!
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. There's confirmation that smoke was reported in several locations on the Egypt Air Flight 804 before it crashed.
Despite some early reports today, no, there have been no sightings of the two black box voice and data recorders, which could explain so much.
Fox's Greg Palcott. Jesse Oliveri, the man who was shot outside the White House yesterday, has no known connection to terrorism. This according to law enforcement officials.
The source says that police did search Oliveri's car. They found a significant amount of ammunition. That's how they classified it. They also said that they found some other concerning evidence.
Tisha Lewis of Fox TV affiliate WTTG and the vice president telling the West Point graduating class that greater diversity, including more women and openly gay soldiers, will make the country's armed forces stronger. Fox News, we report. You decide.
It's time now for Wham! Talk 1600's Community Calendar with Brandon Drake.
You'll want to join the Washtenaw Wanderers for a fun-filled 5K or 10K walk around Chelsea on Saturday, June 18th. Meet at the Chelsea District Library, 221 South Main Street in Chelsea, a few minutes before 10 a.m. to register. The Washtenaw Wanderers is a member of the American Volkssporting Association, which is a national sporting organization. A $3 donation is encouraged to pay for materials, or you may walk for free. For more information, visit the Facebook page Washtenaw Wanderers Volkssporting Walking Club. In order to accomplish the Washtenaw County Conservation District's mission of educating and assisting the people of the county with the conservation and management of their natural resources, the issues and concerns related to those natural resources need to be identified. Every 5 years, the district conducts an assessment for this purpose. The last assessment was conducted in 2011, so it's time for the new one. The link to the survey is online at surveymonkey.com. The deadline for completing the survey is June 30th. To learn more, visit WashtenaWCD.org, or you can call 734-761-6721, extension 5. Family Life Services Clinic and Pregnancy Center, 2950 Packard Road in Ypsilanti, is in need of diapers at the center to give to clients who cannot afford them. To learn more about the Family Life Services Clinic and Pregnancy Center, including drop-off hours for diapers, call 734-434-3088 or visit women-helping-women.net. To review these events and others, you can always visit Wham's website at www.whamradio.com and click on Community Events.
You've been listening to the Wham! Community Calendar. To have your event publicized, email community@whamradio.com. You're listening to The Drift on Wham! Talk 1600. Join in the conversation at 734-822-1600. Now, back to your host, Gary Wellings.
And thanks for tuning in to Catch the Drift. Glad to have you back. And before we get into it, let's take care of a little business. Nowatzki Truck and Trailer, 6900 Whitmore Lake Road, 734-995-9600. All of your shopping and fuel needs under one roof. They are open 24/7. With a holiday coming, you know some stores close. You're up in that Whitmore Lake, Ann Arbor, Brighton area. You need to get something because everything else is closed. Go to Nowatzki Truck and Trailer. They do DOT inspections for $25. They got oil change specials for trucks and cars, competitive fuel pricing, and it's just a great place for all your fuel and shopping needs. 734-995-9600. And they are looking to do some hiring. They're in great need of cashiers right now, and I don't know exactly how many, but they said they need quite a few. So if you're looking to get a job, or you know someone that needs a job, part-time, full-time, whatever, get up there and go see them, 734-995-9600. Okay, let's get back into the meat. We have Ed, who's been waiting patiently. Ed, welcome to the show.
Hello, is this the Trump show?
Yes, it is.
Hi. Well, now, for today's opposing point of view.
Go ahead, knock yourself out, Ed. You and I have this discussion all the time, but yeah,